What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today we have the July 2025 Destin Fort Walton Beach International Airport update for you all. I hope all of you are excited for today's video, as today we have a very exciting Destin update in store for you all. We of course have Allegiant continuing to get the bustling traffic here this summer, and plenty of aircraft variety throughout, and even a couple special liveries in here today. So no shortage of fun here to be found at the Destin Fort Walton Beach International Airport. With that being said, we won't waste any further time and go ahead and get started with the landscape. So let's go ahead and zoom in on here and try to avoid macro mode in all capacities, because we know how we feel about that. I'm sorry, I can't get my phone to properly get it zooming going. There we go. And then refocus there. That looks much better. Pushing back, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800. This is in the beautiful Tennessee 1 livery. This aircraft is currently making a flight today, coming in from the great airport of Dallas Field, and now it's going to be heading out to Houston Hobby. So certainly a good variety of frequencies there. I think they're both double daily right now, or Dallas certainly is. So yeah, great routes there. They're pushing it back, and it will be off and at them here for the next round. So we absolutely love to see that. Next up, we have the Delta Airlines Boeing 717-200 coming in from Atlanta today on that beautiful shuttle service, and this aircraft came in earlier today from Detroit on the Saturday only. So that continues to be a really cool asset here that they continue to utilize, and it's certainly been fun to see the progression here throughout the summer on that. So definitely looking good, and certainly happy to get the feature here in today's airport update. So looking very nice here with the variety for the Delta Airlines Boeing 717. Our next aircraft is Delta Airlines Airbus A320. This aircraft's coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. So they continue to have a good scope here. Be eager to see what they do this fall with this route, but it's certainly been a high performer. And obviously you always have people of that area wanting to go to the beach. So this is a great opportunity. Of Sun Country and Allegiant certainly agree as well. So great to see it here, and they'll continue to move forward with this service. So of course you love to see that. Our next aircraft is American Airlines Airbus A319. This aircraft is currently coming in from Chicago O'Hare International Airport, and this month, somehow this is 3 daily A319s on Saturdays, which is insane. Otherwise, the 1 daily flight continues to be the model here on our normal flights. So yeah, certainly impressive to see all the progression on American Airlines and what they're doing here at the airport. So this has been fun to watch, and I'm eager to see what happens next. So again, this American A319 coming in from Chicago O'Hare, so certainly looking very nice right there. This is probably the most awkward gate every time I set up the airport. Doesn't matter where or what. It's just, I can never get the lighting quite right. But anyway, this is the American Airlines 737-800 heading out to Charlotte Dulles today. Really awesome to see a variety of mainline aircraft. I believe this month it might be 2 or 3 737s a day, which is certainly very impressive on the capacity. This has been all CRJs at one time. So yeah, good variety here. I'm sure we'll be seeing some 319s coming in too. So yeah, no shortage of variety, and overall it's certainly looking quite nice. And then we do have another special livery in today's airport update. That's going to be the American Airlines Airbus A321 in the Piedmont Heritage Special Colors. This aircraft's currently coming in from Dallas Fort Worth International today. So as mentioned previously, glad to see the A321 being such a big aircraft here, and it's certainly great to get the variety in. So yeah, certainly a huge fan of the Airbus A321, and certainly very glad to get the feature here in today's airport update. So another really good aircraft here for the scope, and overall looking quite nice. Before I adjust the camera, and just to keep our American Airlines roll going, we might as well cover our other American aircraft, like this Bombardier CRJ-900, which is currently making a flight in from Philadelphia on Saturdays, and this aircraft's now going to be making a flight out to Washington National. So yeah, we do have some good variety here on our Saturday services this summer. So it is cool to, Saturday is definitely a cool day to spot if you're looking for the just variety of destinations. You're definitely gonna get that on Saturdays here. So not to mention that Allegiant even has some cool Saturday operations going too. Washington Dulles, the rather new route, actually starts on just Saturdays, and then we'll transition to a twice weekly service. So that's certainly a pretty interesting one there for our friends over there, and we'll take a look at that momentarily. But our next aircraft's this 175, and this aircraft's currently making a flight today, heading on over to the great city of, excuse me, just rapid fire here today. You're getting that Great Plains vibe. This aircraft's also going to be heading over to Washington National as well. So good variety here on the DCA service, and it obviously continues to be a big spoke here as we continue to utilize that service and the nonstop element too. And we obviously have this F-22 Raptor, which is currently just doing some local training around the area, testing catch wires today. So certainly fun elements to the pieces of the puzzle there. So of course we love that. And let's go ahead and take a look here at our next round of aircraft, starting with the Sun Country Airlines Boeing 737-800. I apologize about the light. The summer out here is real tricky. It literally goes top lit no matter what, because the sun's dead up in the sky. So I apologize about this. But anyway, this aircraft's coming in from, and my phone's so shaded, so it's probably not quite as bad as what I'm actually making it out to be. But anyway, Minneapolis, St. Paul. So definitely glad to see MSP continuing to be a really big market here between, I think it's one of the only services that 3 carriers participate on. So that definitely tells you how big it is. I think Chicago might be the only other one. Well, no, because Southwest doesn't fly the Midway, so never mind. Pensacola and Destin are pretty similar. So anyway, this is a cool aircraft and loving all the ground service equipment to supplement it as well. In our next aircraft, the Avelo Airlines Boeing 737-800 coming in from New Haven today. So yeah, this has been a great lineup through the summer as well, and certainly very happy that it's got to be quite a focal point here at the airport. So that's definitely been fun overall, looking really cool. I apologize about my 320 back tipping here. I don't know when I touched the table enough to make that happen. It probably happened during the update. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at our Allegiant Air lineup. I did study some new destinations here before I started this video, so hopefully I can implement those. The first one I'm thinking of is the flight to Pittsburgh on this Allegiant A319, which is pushing back. And this aircraft came in earlier from Knoxville. So far so good. Great to get the route variety. Pittsburgh is a really cool one. And then Knoxville is one of our consistent year-round flights. So yeah, good variety throughout there on that. Knoxville actually, I think, is on a little bit extended on the seasonal flight. I don't think it's year-round. I could be wrong. The next aircraft is the Allegiant Air A319. I also want to see, I'm sure some company makes the 3D ramps because Destin actually has the zigzag ramps or whatever you want to call them, the halfway up. Allegiant, I don't think they really use air stairs at really any airports. They mainly use those zigzag ramps at like Tampa, Sarasota, and obviously here at Destin. Anyway, this is the Las Vegas Raiders, and this aircraft is currently making a flight in from Peoria, Illinois, and now is going to be making a service today, heading over to Huntington. I can't believe I remembered that one. Yeah, I believe it's Huntington, and I'm trying to remember where it is. But anyway, really cool seasonal services here, and definitely a really nice scope of variety, so we love that. For next aircraft is this Allegiant Air Airbus A320. This is coming in from Kansas City today, and now is going to be making a flight over to, remain patient with me here as I continue to think of some of the fun routes here that are really cool during summer that we don't get to feature year round. Let me think here for a moment of a cool one. Let's see. I'm thinking of, Evansville, Indiana. There's another good one. So definitely doing better, continuing to progress. So of course we love to see that. And then we have this Allegiant Air A320. This is going to be heading over to Northwest Arkansas today and came in after a flight from Shreveport, Louisiana. So I would say so far it's a success for the routes that I'm remembering off the top of my head without a sheet. So we have one more aircraft though that we got to finish strong with this Allegiant Air A319. This aircraft's going to be coming in from, let's see, Nashville's been on and off. It's been weird. So I like the sounds of, let's see, Indianapolis. That's a big one, but that's been, it's on and off for the seasons. It's really, that one's also inconsistent. However, this aircraft's now going to be going on to the likes of, let's see. Yeah, we don't have like Myrtle Beach or any of those over there. So let's come a little bit back in. I like the idea of trying to get one more new one that I haven't mentioned yet in this update, or really at all that is important. That's going to be, give me just a moment here. I feel like I'm getting close to one. Yeah, Boston's really year round. Let me think. Is there any others I can think of? Come on. Oh, Dayton, Ohio. Fantastic. That is a really good one to finish off with. So yeah, the studying paid off here at the Destin Fort Walton Beach International Airport. So I really hope all of you enjoyed this update. And yeah, again, I apologize. The sun's super high in the sky, so it's tough to get the perfect light here, but I'm trying to navigate it as we move forward. So yeah, fortunately though, it is looking better than it being shaded inside, so on and so forth. So glad that we're getting these updates pre-recorded, and that will definitely continue to move the channel forward. This is a very, very critical time in my life regarding my career and so forth, and obviously these internships are extremely important. So that said, obviously it doesn't make sense to load up a 750 model collection, take it to a Airbnb. That's certainly not going to have enough space. So yeah, I appreciate everybody's understanding. We are obviously moving forward, and all this hard work in the past, which and when this video is coming out, is paying off in the future. So I hope all of you enjoyed this. Thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love you. Do my name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. CM Aviation is signing off.